little pre-production, it's a little behind the scenes, little footage y'all don't get to see.
For sure.
Yeah, so, we ain't even started officially yet. Y'all get to see the behind the scenes of the Green Belt Boys, Black Shirt Boxing Media Group, Nate Sports on Sports.
You already know.
Yes, sir. So,
Real.
we're going to give y'all some B-roll footage right now while we get ready to start the show.
Yeah.
So, what you will see in the final version won't be this. We'll drop this later on, let the exclusive people see how we get ready before we do what we do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm talking about?
So
we're going to put a poll out there.
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, so we put a poll out there. Being new to this YouTube shit, it's a constant evolution. Whatever it is you do in life, whatever you do in business, just know that it's constant evolution. You never know where you're going to end up, especially when you're constantly growing. So we want to know, put the poll out there. We think about a name change. Do y'all like the Black Shirt Boxing Media Group? You go back and watch our footage. We always prepping the black shirts, for whatever reason. This is what we do. But let us know how the Green Belt Boys ring in the ears. Let us know.
Good. That sounds good.
Yes,
too.
yes.
I love it.
Yes, so I'm Jay with Black Shirt Boxing Media Group.
And I'm Nate Sports on Sports.
And we back with another one.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
We got a big fight tonight.
A big fight? Well,
What you thinking? Yeah.
You gotta be a true boxing fan to really know what tonight was. To all you decaps and anybody else who around the way watch boxing, who love talking shit when big fights come around, you don't know what's going on right now. So we ain't talking to y'all.
Exactly.
So, it's October 12th. Yeah. We had an undisputed fight tonight for light heavyweight championship of the world between Arthur Beterbiev and Bivol. Before we get started, like we do every episode, we want to give a little toast.
For sure.
Just right.
That's right.
So, we have Arthur Beterbiev and Bivol. Now, if you are keeping on what's going on in the world of boxing, you know that Arthur Beterbiev is now the undisputed light heavyweight champion of the world. He defeated Bivol and gave him his first career loss, taking his record from 23-1. And I believe Arthur Beterbiev is now 22-0 with 21 knockouts. I could be off the fight, but whatever. So, the fight was on fairly early. It is now, what time?
9:35.
9:35 Eastern Standard Time. And the fight started at about 1:30.
The undercard started.
Yeah, the undercard started early, so this fight was on and over pretty quick. But thank you to Turkey LC for effectively turning fight night into fight day. We don't like it.
Definitely don't like it.
No, at all. Can't get your stuff together. So even though we watched the fight, we didn't get to enjoy the fight in real time. But the scorecards read.
So the scorecards was 114, 114, 115, 113, 116, 112.
Yeah. So what did you think about that?
I think the fight should have been a draw. Both fighters came in and they did good on both ends every round. The rounds were.
They were too close to the side, man. I mean, it depends on what you're looking for in a fight. If you're looking for somebody to be aggressive, you can be aggressive. But if you're not punishing me, I don't see how that should count against me if I'm a champion as well. Right. I don't agree with the decision. I think that if anything, they should have given Bivol the respect that he deserved by beating Canelo the way he did and not rob him of his title based off whatever the technicality was. The judge that scored at 114 got it right. I didn't see anything in that fight that made me thought that Bivol was in trouble at any time. He does what you're supposed to do when you're in there with a pressure come forward, power punching fighter. You move side to side. You change angles. You in and out.
Right.
He was scoring.
Yeah, that 116, 112
ridiculous.
course guard was ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Like I said, it should have been a draw, and he need a rematch. You know.
Yeah, you don't blemish that man's record for a performance like that.
Yeah.
Beterbiev is 39 years old, and he on his way out. So you know whether his birthday has passed or if it's coming up, happy birthday and happy early Merry Christmas. Because you got gift wrap a package tonight, and Bivol wasn't a sore loser. I didn't really hear any after the fight interviews, but you know he took it like a man and he moved on. But that man deserves a rematch. And I promise you this, it better be retires, because that's what everybody was waiting on. They was waiting on Bivol to win, so Canelo could dare to be great again. If Bivol had decided to fight him, because Bivol was on record saying that he wasn't really worried about fighting Canelo again, because he already beat him. Why would I give him a chance? But let's see if Canelo, I was born ready, decide to fight Beterbiev. I don't think so.
You know Canelo ain't gonna do that. That's my dog. He ain't gonna mess with it. He ain't gonna do that right now.
Well, I'm throwing it out here. David Beterbiev, your new undisputed light heavyweight champion of the world. I'm saying it now. I'm calling it.
Hey, that's what it is.
If you don't agree, get in the comments. We'll talk about it.
Exactly. So, that fight ended or whatever. We can touch on Eubanks. I know I didn't get to see that fight. I saw a little bit, highlights here and there. Touch on that Eubanks fight.
Chris Eubanks Jr. fought Camille Zarameda with a KO in the 7th round by a body shot. I mean, it was a good fight. I feel like Zarameda, one of the commentators made a statement saying that Zarameda, was considering retiring prior to taking this fight. So, I mean, Chris Eubanks is a name in the UK. He's yet to get a major title shot, so he has to fight whoever he can get. He did what he was supposed to do. He still has some things that he can work on, just like every fighter. He gets hit too much on the inside. He fights too wide. And if he gets in there with somebody that can crack and can defend himself against what he got coming, he's going to get beat at 160. He's hoping for, somebody said also, I can't think of the commentary team name. Please forgive me, because this was Sky Sports that I was watching.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out Sky Sports. And, you know, basically, they were saying that if Canelo decides to debut in the UK, Chris Eubanks is on the short list of people that he could fight. I mean, I know the outcome of that fight. Chris Eubanks Jr. is tailor-made for a Canelo highlight reel knockout.
Exactly.
So I don't really,
easy work.
Even though I understand why Eubanks wants it, I don't see why Canelo needs to do it. So, I mean, I don't really care if that fight ever comes to fruition. Now, but what was most telling about Chris Eubanks' trajectory was the fighter who stepped in the ring after the fight was over. Conor Benn, a 147-pound welterweight, stepped in the ring, and he is supposed to be Chris Eubanks Jr.'s next opponent. Now, I get it. The fight is gonna sell because they're gonna build a fight. They already did. He jumped in the ring as soon as the fight was over. But let's be realistic, people. This man is a welterweight. He's unproven at welterweight. He's unproven at junior middleweight or super welterweight, whatever you want to call it. And he's definitely unproven at middleweight. So anybody that think that Conor Benn has a chance, we'll see. Meet me back here after the fight is over and we'll talk about it. So,
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. So, moving on, a few weeks ago we had one of the legends Sugar Shane Mosley Senior, not junior, but senior, fighting. He was fighting a cab driver.
Seasonal cab driver.
Yeah, a seasonal cab driver. The referee was Dame Dash. Sugar Shane Mosley won the fight. What is he trying to do here? Is he trying to fight? Is he trying to have a exhibition fight with Floyd Mayweather, or what is he trying to do here?
Well, we talked about that, and the thing is, I think you were on to a valid point. At this point in Sugar Shane's career, he's definitely past his prime. But as you see with other legend fighters, Hall of Fame fighters,
yeah,
they getting back in that ring if the bag is there. So as long as he feel like doing it, I feel like watching, and I love to see him get paid, black man. So whatever he can get out of this next little run. Listen, boxing almost turned into professional wrestling.
Yeah,
wrestlers had a prime. They be on top of the world. They come down. They still can make money. They do shows here and there. It's the same thing. These guys still are fighters at heart. I mean, if Rocky Balboa can come back, anybody can come back. Anybody come back. Look.
Yeah, that's real. That's real.
I mean, for real.
And the way Sugar Shane, he was in shape. He was good.
He fought at heavyweight. That's definitely not his weight. Like, that was just, the dude he fought was a glorified sparring partner.
Right.
I mean, it's somebody getting off work, coming in to get some work.
And
I
think he just, trying to solidify himself for bigger fights, bigger exhibition fights. Just like Floyd Mayweather. He's trying to get to that point where he can get to a Floyd Mayweather exhibition fight somewhere.
You know what I see happening? I see boxing doing the same thing that Ice Cube did with basketball, starting the big three. Now, you necessarily ain't gonna have a league. That's more so like a union type, organization.
Yeah.
Boxing don't have to do that. But you're gonna have, if you're a credible enough fighter, you should be able to put on your own events and fight who you want to fight and bring some fans out on whatever level. Money made is money made.
Yeah.
If you're addicted to the lights and addicted to the fight, to the grind and training, I say why not? It's your life.
Yeah, why not?
If you want to get in there, I support you. Just don't stay too long.
Exactly.
And don't come back at 45 trying to fight the creme de la creme. Don't cross over into another generation and get your ass knocked out. and I'm Jay with Black Shirt Boxing Media Group, and I stand on that. Look, I approve this message.
Yeah, I approve this message.
Exactly. We love you. Honorable mention, since we're talking about it. And we doing boxing right now, but we're gonna talk about a little MMA real quick. A guy our age, Tyron Woodley. Come on, bro.
Damn.
We love you.
Now that you talk,
I really hear you rap. That's safer.
Is he rapping? He a rapper?
He has made songs, but hey,
Jesus.
He play golf. Do that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's like this. I know what he means. I know how he feels. But he said, and I'm not sure if this is a quote, but this is how they wrote it on the ad I saw. On the article, it said, Tyron Woodley, in quotation marks, ready to come back to do more destruction.
What kind of destruction?
I think he got a job with the local construction company here in Beterbiev. About to build the buckets.
Got to be.
I know damn well who he's supposed to destruct.
Yeah, he ain't doing that right now. It's
hey,
over.
He gonna become Money Mayweather. He better get good with his hands.
You got to be.
Hey, man. Hey, all love to you. If you do it, I'm rooting for you. But like I told you when you lost to Kobe Covington, I've been in this house almost 5 years. He fought that fight 4 years ago. And I just turned 41. He might might be around my age. Maybe 3.5, 4 years ago. I was 37, 38.
Yeah.
You got your ass tore up that night by a bum. Kobe Covington is a bum. And Willie, you definitely not a bum. But y'all crossed paths at the wrong time. I don't know what you was going through, but all great fighters go through it.
Yeah.
They have a down period. You was in a down period, and he got you. But I know you was better than that in your prime. So we ain't even gonna talk about that fight and the outcome. But hey man, if you do fight, don't try to go after no top level competition. If you really plan on giving it another go, fight some local jokers, put their head on the mat, and get your groove back. Damn. And I'm gonna take back what I said. All respect to you, champ. I think you can do it.
Hey, so moving forward, female division, Alicia Baumgartner versus Define Pursoon.
Delphine Pursoon.
Yeah, that was a good fight. Alicia dropped her in the first round. And it went from there, but Alicia won the fight.
Well, I say this, and I don't want people to beat me up about it, but I'm just gonna be honest with you. Just like WNBA basketball has evolved over the years,
yeah,
women's boxing has evolved since Christy Martin. That's who I first remember seeing on TV, because I've been a fan of boxing since I can remember. So anytime I saw it on TV, I didn't care who it was. I remember seeing Christy Martin on the USA Network, fighting whoever she could, and then toward the end of her career, fighting 2-3 weight classes above where she's supposed to fight just to get a fight, and her backstory. So I don't want nobody to think that I'm disrespecting women's boxing, but women's boxing, the fighters that's actually out there making money, for the ones who may have gyms and training fighters, please make sure that you focus on the young ladies of the future, because there's no competition out here for the elite fighters. And I'm talking to Clarissa Shields in this video. All respect to you, but you talk as if your competition is on the same playing field as a man. Alicia Baumgartner is not even in your weight class. I don't even know why we would even be talking about y'all two fighting. Why are you pressing her? The biggest fight I want to see around Baumgartner weight class is her and Amanda Serrano, which Nate from Nate Sports on Sports, he seems to think that Serrano will get Baumgartner.
Yeah.
I know that Baumgartner knocks Serrano out, or definitely hurts her en route to a unanimous, one-sided, vicious beatdown.
That'll be a good one.
I want to see it.
That'll be a good one.
So we definitely want to make sure that, that's the fight that gets made first.
It got to be made.
But we need some more world-ranked contenders in women's boxing, and that starts with the youth. So, y'all have arrived. So, just like the men stepped up before you to open gyms, whether they were fighters or fans of fighting or just had a means to do so. Female fighters, talk to the people that you know. And I'm not saying that y'all aren't already, but we need to see more fathers that's in their daughters' lives, taking their daughters to box. Mm-hmm. That's the only way we can grow the sport. Start them young.
Got to.
Start them young.
Got to.
So all respect to women's sports and women's boxing. We love you. We rooting for you.
Exactly.
That Black Shirt Boxing Media Group and Nate Sports on Sports. We want you to succeed. But we want to see good contests, progression, growth.
Exactly. So moving forward to the fights that's coming up soon. October 14th, we're in Tokyo on ESPN Plus. It might be an early fight for y'all guys.
It's gonna be 8 a.m. on Monday morning for this fight. So it's basically like a Friday, cause when Anyway fight is Tuesday morning.
Exactly.
So this is a Friday night fight.
Exactly.
In Tokyo on ESPN Plus.
Exactly. So that's Junto Nakatani versus Sasani Sapatak, 12-round WBC bantamweight title. And
bantamweight is what? Like one. Shit, that's between like 116 and 120 or something like that. It's a smaller weight.
It's real small.
Yeah.
So we'll keep our eyes on that.
Yeah. So we're gonna definitely get back to y'all after that one because I'll be on the way to work.
Exactly. Me too. So I'll hear that. I'll hear about that soon.
Get an alert to your phone.
I have my earpiece in and hear about the fight.
Yeah.
October the 26th. Manchester, England. Dazin Jack Katera versus Regis Bagraze, 12 rounds. That's gonna be a good one. Junior welterweight. So with the Jack Catterall Regis Prograde, Regis Prograde was last seen in the ring against Devin Haney at 140. I really thought I think Regis Prograde beats Jack Catterall because you can learn a thing or two from being in the ring with Devin Haney. And those things is, if you're Regis Prograde, is not let someone get off on you first. I feel like Regis Prograde aggression will help him get back in the win column. Jack Catterall's a good fighter. I'm not saying he's not, but I just feel like Regis Prograde got something to prove in that last loss he took. Because he only lost to two people. Yeah. Josh Taylor and Devin Haney. And then, Devin Haney weight bullet Regis Prograde in that fight. We all know it. We saw the fight. Devin Haney don't look strong against nobody else. Yeah. But Regis Prograde. He looked good in that fight, but he had 15 to 18 pounds on him. So let's not forget that. And Prograde didn't have the skills to touch Haney. That's the difference in that fight. If Prograde would have been able to hurt Haney, same outcome as the Garcia fight. But Haney is a big 140. Moving on. November 8th, we have Keyshawn the Businessman Davis is closing in on a world title shot. But first, he must defend on his home turf. He's going against Argentinian-born puncher Gustavo Lemos in a 10-round main event on Friday, November 8th at the Norfolk Scope Arena in Virginia. Now, Nate and I being in North Carolina, we plan on being in the building for that fight. So y'all, please, in the comments, if you want to see us go live from the event, I'm going to put the cash apps out there. Help this channel grow. We got 2 young brothers trying to make it happen. We ain't out here doing nothing. We ain't got no business. We family men. We ain't no freaks. I ain't never seen him naked. He ain't never seen me naked. That's some real Pimp C talk, though. Yeah, for real. We out here really trying to get this thing going. And we learn as we go. But there's plenty of others out here like us. So, yeah, we could probably pay for it ourselves if we want to, but that ain't how business is done. Right. Step out on faith, help a growing black podcast, make their dreams come true. And I promise you we'll return the favor. But November 8th, we got Keyshawn Davis headlining a star-studded event for the VA DMV area. And I'm going to put it out there now. We're going to be in the building. We're going to be in the building. Even if we got to drive up and drive back. But definitely, that's a fight that we're looking forward to. Now, coming up after that, we have an honorable mention that is going to be definitely a big fight. So the week before Thanksgiving, y'all get ready. Get your popcorn ready. Get your old lady ready because you're going to be able to Netflix and chill. We got Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul, 8 rounds heavyweight division. I got mixed feelings about this fight. Okay. I mean, what do you think about this? I think Jake Paul last fights, he was running. He was doing a lot of running. I think Mike Tyson is serious about this fight. I think when the fight start, Jake Paul gonna run like he did in these last previous fights, and Mike Tyson gonna cut the ring off like he usually do in a real fight and get him out of there. You know, I know Jake Paul he's young, but Mike Tyson got the experience, you know. So I think Mike Tyson gonna get him out of there. He gonna do what all the other cats couldn't do. The UFC fighters, the boxers, the NBA players, and all that shit. He gonna get him out of there and gonna show everybody he can get him up out of there, so he can cut everything out, all that bullshit out that he is nice like that. He is not nice like that.
I ain't gonna say he's nice like that, but if you think that Mike gonna go in there, I'm not saying he won't. If he does, kudos to him. But this man's 60 years old. We want to see him be in that prime because we was children when Mike was wrecking people. But at the end of the day, what I hope does not happen is that Jake Paul, one, they about the same size. Jake Paul a big boy. And he probably 20, 25 years Mike's junior. And what I fear for Mike is, yeah, he look good training. I look good too. Hitting them pads and them bags. But when you got somebody that can move a little bit better than you, Mike, when he fought Roy Jones, all the little drills, him turning and all that stuff, well, you can see Mike do that shit before he did it. He's slow. And my thing is, can he take a shot? He's 60. He been dropped before. We can't act like he can't be hurt.
Yeah.
And he a lot older. He a lot richer. He can look good. I bet you he gonna look better than he has in a long time. But that's still a 60-year-old man. When he get in the ring, look at all that white hair under his lip. He ain't even talking like this anymore. Might sound like this. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? From Brooklyn. I used to play with pigeons. You know what I mean? It's just not like, I don't think that it's going to be as easy as we want it to be. And Jake Paul has a very good chance of winning. These is 8 3-minute rounds, so this is 24 minutes that a 60-year-old man got to fight a 27-year-old man. Me being a tough man fighter, I fought a 20-year-old, and I'm 40. I was 40 at the time. I'm 41 now. It's different. It's different because your life is different. You know what I'm saying? Jake Paul got money too. So Mike can beat him, but I just don't see him going in there doing what everybody think he's gonna do to him because of who they are. If this was 30 years ago, we wouldn't even be talking about this mess. This just makes sense because the names in the marquee, Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. People hate Jake Paul, but he done a hell of a job building a boxing career with less than 10 professional fights.
Yeah.
He's a major star, you know what I'm saying? He's doing pay-per-view numbers. No amateur background. He's really a groundbreaker. Like, he's doing some groundbreaking stuff. Anybody that has he started a whole line, a generation of YouTube fighters that's decent.
Yeah.
People can't beat KSI like that. In the beginning, they were putting tough man events on in front of the world. But now they learning.
But you look at them cats he fought, like, the last cat he fought, a bare knuckle cat. He was struggling with him. And he was running. He was bagging up.
You talking about Mike Perry?
Yeah, Mike Perry was right there with him. Like,
but Mike Perry a different beast. So yeah, we'll see. His name was Iron Mike Perry.
Mike Tyson, different beast. You feel me?
Yeah, I mean,
at that age,
I want to see.
At that age, still, that's what he think he can win at because his age. But just like you just saw, Sugar Shane Mosley.
his game plan need to
He
be.
was in shape.
Yeah.
Shane Mosley was in shape and he won.
But Shane ain't as old as Mike.
Mike's still in shape too.
Yeah, I'm not knocking it. I want Mike to win.
Right.
I just think that it ain't gonna be as cut and dry as him cutting the ring off and catching him with something. Mike gonna have to hurt him over and over again.
Yeah.
Every round he gonna have to hurt him. You remember the scene when Rocky came back on Rocky Balboa and the old black trainer Tony, Apollo's trainer? Anyway, Rocky Balboa, he said, well, you can't run because your knees got calcium deposits. So sparring is out. He said, so we gotta build strength. Bone crushing strength. When you hit him, you need to feel it in his soul. That's Mike's only chance. He gotta sit down on everything that he throw, or Jake Paul gonna pepper his ass to death. Cause he can move. He in his 20s.
Yeah.
And he big enough to move around and keep Mike from hitting him. Mike don't have that speed and that timing that he used to have. He got the power. But Mike's power equaled speed back then. Mike, all that.
But guess what? We gonna see.
We gonna see, and that's gonna be November 15th in Arlington, Texas. So that lets me know that's gonna be in Dallas Cowboy Stadium. Exactly. And an honorable mention, January 25th, we got The Truth, Errol Spence Jr. back in action against Sebastian the Tyrant Inferno Fundora. Right now it's slated for January 25th in Arlington, Texas. Let's go. The Truth, the big fish is back.
The big fish is back. So, December 7th, Emmanuel Navarrete versus Oscar Valdez. 12 rounds. For 130 pound title. We don't care. We don't care. Emmanuel Navarrete. Nah, I mean they good fighters, but Oscar Valdez was the one that Shakur beat him, and he beat Navarrete. So I mean they still got the same people at 130 fighting for the top titles. All respect to them. You know, if you ask me right here who I'm gonna choose, I think Valdez wins, and that's gonna be December 7th in Phoenix, Arizona on ESPN Plus. So, moving on from that,
right for a crew.
December 21st, we got Usyk versus Tyson Fury. 12 rounds. Yeah.
You need to second.
Undisputed heavyweight championship fight.
Right. So, Usyk Fury 2 in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia for Riyadh season. So, Riyadh season. Although we love and respect what you're doing for the sport of boxing, please think about your brothers and your sisters in the Eastern time zone. Or at least give us another broadcast. Even if it's not live. Something. Y'all will figure it out. We used to watching the fights at night. Saturdays is reserved for family in America.
That's a fact.
Saturday. Now Saturday night, Saturday noche, we ready to party.
Exactly.
What Alex Pereira said? Jama. It was too early. I'm a barber. I cut hair on Saturdays. I can barely get at home before 3 o'clock. You're killing me, Smalls. Look, Turkey Al-Rashid, please, I humbly ask you to start later.
Yeah.
Start later, please.
We get up.
Do some American shows.
The fight's starting at 1, 2 o'clock. Like, come on, man. Yep, they paying these cats all this money to come over there. You know what I'm saying? Oh, actually, they had a little show with Busta Rhymes, Missy Elliott, and Sierra. They did their thing over there. Shout out to them. But you can't like. It's crazy because the fights it come on so early. Like the main event come on at 6:00 p.m. No, we're not doing that. It's crazy. We got to change plan. We got to change all our plans just to see this fight. Cause the undercards come on at 1 p.m.
Too early. It's too early.
Cats just getting up good, you know. So I don't know, man. They got to do something different about this, man. But at the same time, these cats giving out. They giving money out. They giving that money out.
We can adjust to the time, but please do a better job at when your Riyadh season. Y'all trying to go all over the world. You've been in the UK. You've been in the US. You mostly throw events in Saudi Arabia. Just get better at letting us know. But it took a lot to find what time it was coming on. The internet search is just ridiculous. And to speak of times, hey, Tokyo, Inoue. This is Christmas Eve in America.
Okay.
He's gonna be fighting at 8 a.m. Now, I'm calling it now. December 24th is gonna be a busy day for me in the barbershop. So, I'm saying it now, everybody come one, come all. We gonna watch the fight at One Man Show Barbershop, located at 615 Hampton Point in Hillsborough, North Carolina, located inside the Look Salon Suites. Now, I don't mean come one, come all in person, but Nate and I will be going live Christmas Eve morning for the Inoue fight. So I'm gonna multitask, because we gotta get that done. That's a big fight right before the holiday, and I'm going out of town the next day. So I'll be gone for a week. I'm going somewhere where it's warm.
Exactly.
So we definitely gonna come in at the end of the year, but we forgot to mention, because it's printed and printed off, we have Jerron Boots Ennis also fighting in, where is this paper? They didn't print it off for some reason. Okay, so Jerron Boots Ennis fights next month. Don't quote me to this, but I think it's November 15th. He's fighting, and I don't have the person's name. Please forgive me, but that's a fight that we're looking forward to. We need to get some clarity in the welterweight division, but I am Jay with Black Shirt Boxing Media Group.
And I'm Nate, Sports on Sports.
And this is all you get from us tonight. We on to the next one. Black Shirt Boxing Media Group.
Peace.
Green Belt Boys. You see it. Championship shit right here.